The Uppababy Vista, one of my favourite baby items of all time, so keep watching to find out everything you need to know about this buggy and see exactly how it works. So this is the Uppababy Vista buggy. This is the 2013 version, I think, and there have been a couple of different versions since then. But basically, if you like this, then you're going to absolutely love the more recent versions because it's just been improved ever so slightly, but it's not really that much different from this version. So we've got the Vista in black here, and we've also got the black frame. They do come in probably around 8 or 10 different colours: black, beige, silver, navy, red, and you can also get them with a silver frame. So the buggy itself weighs 25 pounds and can seat a child up to 50 pounds. We basically put Felicity in it as a baby, as a newborn in the Bassinet, and she was in this toddler seat up till about 3 really. One of the things I love most about this buggy is the huge shade at the top. So it comes all the way down, and then there's this extra section here which is like a UV shade. This isn't my favourite looking thing in the world, but it does the job really well. Also, there is this peekaboo section here which pops up, and it's got a magnetic clip, so there's no Velcro that's going to make a noise or zip or anything. It just pops up like that, and inside there is this mesh section, so it's ventilated, baby's getting air, and also you can look in and keep an eye on them if they are having a nap or something. There also is this zip at the back here, so you can put a few bits and pieces in there. You could put phone, keys, a few small things. So this seat has 5 recline positions, but the newer model has 6, I believe. You squeeze this handle and it quite easily pops back like that. It goes all the way back to 180 degrees, so it's really comfy for the child to have a nap in. Please do bear in mind, we have had this for about 4 years, so it is a bit sandy and a bit mucky, but I think that just goes to show how much we've used it, how much we love it, and we take it everywhere and we use it every day. One of my other favourite features is the footrest, which has numerous options and positions. It can be all the way down like this, but if you press the buttons on the side, it can go up. I'm not sure why you would have it that high up, but this seems to be quite a good option and quite a comfortable option to have the knees and feet here. I love the safety bar because it clips in really easily on both sides, and if you want to take the child out, you simply press this one button, pops out, swings round, and then you can just drop it there and it's not coming off, you haven't got to put it anywhere. Also, the safety bar cover isn't made of foam, it's fabric. It's got a zip on the other side so you can take it off to wash it. But often with smaller children, they will chew on these things, take a bite out of them, and if they're foam, they're actually chewing pieces out of the safety bar. But this way, there's no damage that can be done. The harness itself is a 5-point safety harness. The straps are all completely adjustable, and there is padding here. I think that has been slightly improved on the newer models, but follows the same theme. It's a really easy release mechanism. So both of the over-the-shoulder straps clip into this section here, and then if you just press this button once, everything quite easily pops out. This sunshade can also be moved up and down on the main frame if you've got a slightly taller child. So when we bought this buggy at the end of 2013, we went to the baby show in London and we had a special offer for the buggy and the car seat and probably some other bits and pieces as well. We had a Maxi Cozy Pebble car seat, and there's around 15 different brands or models of car seat which are completely compatible with this buggy. You simply need the Uppababy Vista car seat adapters. For this buggy, I think we paid around £650, but like I said, it was on special offer. And now in John Lewis, I checked this morning, and the most recent version is £899. So if you are planning or expecting a second baby, for this model you can also get an extra rumble seat, it's called, which is a bit like this one but not quite as sturdy or as good quality. It fits onto the back here. We went to see it in the shops, and the second seat was really quite close to this main one, and we didn't think whoever was in that seat would like it very much. So instead we got the buggy board, which I think was about £129. It's really sturdy, it's wooden, it's got a rough patch here so the child's not going to slip on, and it just clips on really easily. So here you can see the buggy board attached to the bottom, so the older child would just stand on that and hold on to the sides with your little one in here. Most of the time we have this seat turned round so that they can see each other. To turn around the toddler seat, you just press the clips on the side and it's really easy to lift off and switch round. So now, as you can imagine, you've got the older child standing here and they're looking at their little brother or sister. This handlebar I love. It's suitable for short people, really tall people. I'm 5'8", so that really is the perfect height for me, and you can go down depending on your height. When you're not using the buggy board, you can simply clip it up and it stays secure in place. Like this and completely out of the way. The buggy itself comes with rain covers for the bassinet and for toddler seat, mosquito nets, and basically anything that you could want. So this is one of the rain covers. It also has a flap here so that you can look in and check on the child, with a mesh section so that they are getting air through. Another one of my favourite things about this buggy is the huge basket underneath. I can fit so much in here. I've never needed any more space. It's huge and it's really easily accessible. So if you see the child is facing you, it's so easy to get into it. From here you can get into this whole section. It's also really easy to get into here. You can see from the side how big it is. And that just clips on really easily with these poppers. And there's a zip, and you can take that off to wash it as well. I absolutely love the tyres on this. There is full suspension and it's a really, really smooth ride. You can also lock the tyres in place if you don't want them to swivel round, but I can't say I've ever actually done that because it just makes it easier having them move in any direction. The wheels do also come off, but you haven't really got a need to do that unless you've got a tiny, tiny car. I do find that this fits in most normal cars. We've had it in a Corsa, an Astra, a Golf, a Polo, anything really. This folds up really nicely and I'll show you now. One of my other favourite things about this buggy, and I know I keep saying that, is the foot brake. It's so easy to put the brake on and off. I hope you can see. It is literally just a one press brake. Brake is on, to take it off. You just press it again. You're not flicking anything up and down, you're not damaging your toes or your shoes. It's really easy and foolproof. So if you want to fold up this buggy, it couldn't be easier. There is a small button on the side here and you are going to slam down the handlebar into it and it just folds all by itself. Watch. Oh, make sure the brake's on. You can see on this side that there's a black clip that has attached itself during the folding process to keep it all secure. So to pop it back up again, all you've got to do is release that clip and fold it up. With the 2015 and 2017 versions, they've made the extra second toddler seat much more robust and stable. And there are also loads of different variations of having the toddler seat and the bassinet on at the same time, the children facing out, in, facing each other. Different options of having each child, the baby or the toddler, on each end. That version I would have loved to have had. My friends have got it and they assure me it's fantastic and they would definitely recommend it. So if you did have your second toddler seat on and you also had the wooden buggy board attached, you could technically have 3 children on this buggy system at one time, if you were brave enough. You can get a section that comes across here to put children's cups and snacks in. You can also get a separate section that goes across here a fabric band which attaches with Velcro, and it's got 2 or 3 slots in for keys and phone, and then it's also got a slot in for a drink. It's not the greatest thing I've ever used, but inside the basket down below there are 2 huge pockets, so I tend to either put my drink in the smaller one of those, or I have the nappy bag attached here using the straps, and then have those pockets facing out and put my drink in there so it's easily accessible. Although that was when I only just had the one child in here at any time. So I want to show you again how easy it really is to fold up when you haven't got the seat on as well. When it is attached and it's done so properly, there will be small green lights on the side. They'll be red if it's not clipped in securely. Okay, ready? Brake on. Button, slam. Stands up by itself, not a problem. It's the easiest buggy I've ever used. I did so much research before buying this. We were at that baby show all day long and I did months of research comparing every single buggy. And this was by far my favourite. I loved the colours, I loved the branding, I loved the price. It's really good value for money. It was kind of mid-range, I would say. I didn't want anything too fussy, too fancy. I just wanted a really great quality buggy that was going to see me through 4 or 5 years of use from numerous children. So there you've got it, folded up, completely ready to go into the car or storage or wherever. That really isn't that heavy at all. When it hasn't got the seat on it, that's so easy to lift. It's not the lightest thing in the world, but it is lighter than a lot of other buggies. And the fact that it stands up completely by itself is quite unique. So I'll show you now how you can attach the bassinet seat. With every buggy you also get this cool storage bag. It's really eco-friendly because it's made from recycled materials. This one is for the bassinet. I'm sure that there's other storage bags for the other bits and pieces. So if you put it away in the loft to save it for another child, or if you're taking it on a plane, it's really easy to fit inside and it's not going to get damaged. You can get Uppababy branded foot muffs, but I didn't like them very much. So we bought this McLaren one, which wasn't that expensive. It got really good reviews. I love it. It's really warm and it is completely compatible. It fits onto the buggy, and I just felt that it went a bit better with the whole design being black and white and a bit more understated. So this is the bassinet seat, which comes flat packed like this. I'm going to attempt to see if I can pop it up now. I was really happy with the size, the weight and the length. My children were both quite big, at around 9.5 pounds. They were also quite long. We used the bassinet for them from newborn up until around 4 or 5 months. Again, they were quite big children, so they went into the toddler seat when they could sit up a little bit and hold their heads up. It's really not that heavy and clips onto the main frame really easily. All you need to do is slot it into these slots here, and again look for the green light. And you can also hear it click into place. Like the toddler seat, it also has a huge hood area with mosquito nets at the side and a full UV cover, so your newborn's not going to get burnt in the sun. It also has a zip at the back, so the back section can be pulled up, and it's got a mosquito net here. It's fully breathable, so the baby's getting loads of air. Another great thing about the bassinet is that it can also be used for baby to sleep in overnight or for naps, but you will need to buy the specific Uppababy stand for that. It shouldn't be put flat on the floor because the baby's not getting air. The stand's about £145, I think. The only thing that I wasn't particularly keen on about this buggy is this section which goes over the feet. To attach it, all you do is slot it over and it's held in place by some Velcro strips. I think that could have been improved slightly, and it doesn't look that expensive or great quality. But that's not to say that it hasn't been changed for the brand new version. So if you want to carry your sleeping baby straight into the house following your walk, you simply remove this from the frame and you can carry it straight into the house. There's another clip at the back here, and you just flip it up and lift them off really smoothly, quietly, carry them into the house and they stay asleep. So as you can tell, I'm absolutely in love with this buggy. I've used it for nearly 4 years now and I don't really have many complaints, and that's really saying something. If you've got a friend who is pregnant and currently looking for a buggy, please do click the share arrow below and forward this video to them by Facebook or WhatsApp if you think that they'll find it useful. Leave me any requests in the comments of reviews you would like to see me do next. And let me know if you've got one of these buggies, what your pros or cons are, what your favourite buggy of all time is. Sorry about the wind. It is October in England, not ideal conditions, but I've done my best. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like the video if you have, and subscribe to see more videos like this. I upload a new one every single Sunday. And don't forget to hit the bell icon below so that you will never miss another video again. And otherwise, I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!